ebook that I've already put out in Google Doc form. Today we're going to do it in video form. So the first play we're going to start in is single back ace, halfback dive. So this is a good halfback dive, mainly due to its just quick hitting ability. So you can hit the hole pretty quickly. Pretty easy. I run that about a few times a game. Let's see, any of the audibles relevant? No. Alright, so next play. So the next play is I'm going in book order, by the way, and that the book will be in the link down below so you can follow along. Let's see, where is it at? Oh, another play that wasn't supposed to be in there. Alright, so there's next one we're going to look at is the stretch. So this is a good play because you can flip it without any audibles being seen. That goes for any play really in this, except for motion plays, so that one will be given away. But yeah, stretches have been nerfed, but they can still be effective. Just gotta make sure you run it right and have the blocking. I don't think I'm gonna get it in these couple of tries I'm trying to show you. There we go. Okay, so PA waggle is the next one. Alright, PA waggle, PA waggle. Where's the PO rollout? Are those the same play? They look like the same play. Never mind. Waggle. It is waggle. Okay, so you're gonna flat the tight end. Oh, whoops. Yeah, flat that tight end instead of having him on the block release. That way he always does that route. And then you're gonna motion the right tight end left. Oop. Oh, never mind. That's the second setup. All right, just leave it like this and try and run it. Most of the time, you're gonna get that tight end. Sometimes you're gonna want to throw the shot play. See that red route? We're gonna try throwing it as the shot. Yeah, we didn't get it, but that's the shot play. So I'd run that every so often. I didn't do the second version, so let's go back into that play. Alright, so the second version of this is to motion the screen route, and then we're going to drag him. Now we have a crossing. See how this is going to get shut down by crossman, but it's still something you can throw into your plays. Alright, so the next one is going to be under single back jumbo. First play is PAY sneak. This play is a fun play. You have two ways of running it. You can either drag your right tight end like this and look for either tight end to get open. For some reason, one of them blocked. There you go. So they're not both supposed to block, but so we'll try it with the halfback this time. And throw the halfback route. What's supposed to happen is you're supposed to get the blocking, but, you know, Madden doesn't want me to show you it. So, I assure you that that's a decent play you can go to every so often. Let's try doing that to try and get the halfback route a little more open. Guess that's just a block release. So one thing we could probably do to try and keep that block release from happening is slant green and then drag James. Yeah, that kept the block release, but we got sacked anyway. So let's try it again. We're labbing plays as we're filming, so that's always something. Yeah, there we go. See, that's the effect I wanted. I didn't know that was a block release when I was originally looking at it, so now we know. Alright, so the next one's going to be mesh. Where is it at? Mesh. We all know how to run mesh. This one's just one with a C route though. So keep that C route in mind. Just look how good it got. Yeah, it's pretty decent. In the book, I put all the run plays in this formation on there because they're all decent runs. It's just I don't really need to show you them all because that's a lot of run plays, trust me. Let's see, PA roll left tackle. Is this a QB run? Yeah, so this is a QB run play. If you had a faster QB on the squad, that's something you can actually take advantage of. You need to have 88 speed at quarterback. So, is there any speeders? I don't really know the Pittsburgh or playbook. So you need a 88 speed QB. So we don't have that. So 88. If you have an 88 speed half or QB, if you've seen my Bills offensive book video, you can tell that that kind of run is actually very effective. Let's see, where's the... Yeah, we're in single back wide trips, smash. So smash is just a concept. You don't have to really do anything to it, just make your reads. See that A route is good against nickel 2 blitz and cover 2 for the most part, because the user will usually be not in the middle, so you get that quick snap. The smash hitch corner onto the right side is what you're usually going to look at. So just hit the open one. If the flat route goes to the hitch, you throw it to the corner. Here's a shot play. See that wheel route? We're going to throw the wheel, try and hit that. So you're not really going to get it. That was inaccurate, but that's just something you can run to try and keep them on their toes. And then, of course, you have your backup plays like that in. Stuff like that. Okay, so the next one we're going to look at is the screen play. The screen has 2 blocks, so that makes it pretty good. The problem is if it's held up, you don't really have any option but to throw it away. And that was probably the worst example of the screen. So let's do that. Alright, there we go. See, that's why you need 2 blockers. 3 is the best. If you can get 3 blockers on a wide receiver screen, you got a good screen. Okay, so drive. Slot drive. This is a good play. Just don't really have to do much. Make your reads. Versus cover 2, you're gonna look at the drag and the in. And then, well, both plays. Really, whatever defense you're facing, you're gonna look at the drag and in. And if you think it's cover 2, look at the post. If it's cover 3, probably just run it with the QB or throw the check down. Okay, so stick and slide. Stick and slide's the next one. Let's see, where is it at? Stick and slide. Oh, PA stick and slide. I love this play. Look at that tight end route. It gets open really fast. Look at. Well, really fast as in you have to let it do the delay route first. And if you get sacked before then, well, I guess you're not getting it. But yeah, it's a nice play. I recommend it. You also have a speed route over here. Let's see if I can motion it in without him going to the other side. There, you got a speed out just like we had last year, that you could take advantage. So it's a nice play. And then you got that seam route that beats a lot of things pretty quick. So that's a good one. So slot cross is our next one. Slot cross. Alright, PA slot cross. This is a great one. What you can do is you can re-in that far right receiver. You can drag him, you can slant him, you can do whatever you want. Just try and get him in the play, because that deep end is not going to ever get open in time. So what you're going to look for is that halfback route, because that's a drag and halfback route. That means it's going to get open fast. Basically against anything, it's going to get open. Okay, so stick and nod. Stick and nod's a fun play. 2 things you can do. You can do this to try and get the green route open, and if the green route's not open, the slant is. So that's how that works. Pretty easy. Tight end option is the next one. Let's see, where's that? Tight end option. Alright, so with That tight end option route, it's just so deadly. The problem is sometimes your receiver will make the wrong read, or you'll make the wrong read. See. Uh, Option routes are just really cool though. So generally they can get open every time. See. Alright, let's see if we can get it this time. Yeah, because they're hard to cover. Because it's a different route almost every time you play. And then of course you got your C route to that route over there. C route to flat, that's pretty good. Then the other thing you can do is you can smoke coats and see if you can get coats or the Rogers. That's all you can really do. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Single back ace pair flex. Okay, single back ace pair flex. Okay, so this next play is also a QB run play, but I can't really show you it. Oh wait, or was it a QB run play? Let me check. Yeah, it's a QB run play. So if you have a QB with 88 speed or more, try running it with the QB. If you don't have a QB with speed, just look for the fullback or one of your tight ends. One of your tight ends will generally get open because it's a crosser, so crossers get open pretty easy. Okay, so the next one we're gonna look at is the I named it I'm Afraid of Clowns. Alright, so let's see what this is. Single back ace pair twin flex. It is the wide receiver clown cross. There we go. Okay, so all cross was all over in the first Madden tournament, and there's a reason why, because something always gets open. I like to block the halfback because I don't trust the timing on this play. Like I said, I don't trust the timing on this play. So I was looking for that Coates route, but something should get open at some point. Just make your reads. That's all I can say about that. Spot, I'm only going to really break down once because spot's the same in just about every formation. So let's see this. Yeah, spot. So yeah, you can run it like this. You can run it with Brown doing this. You can slant Brown. You can in Brown. You can out Brown. You can streak Brown. You're using Brown as a decoy most of the time, or a bailout. So I slant him, and then I streak this other tight end to make it a flood. And pretty simple. I use it mainly to make a flood play. So let's do this audible. You got a C route, which is nice. If you can hit that C route quickly, you can get some deep yardage. Okay, so the next one is dagger. Alright, so dagger. No, that's bunch of base. Alright, dagger, 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 dagger. Dagger. Okay, so this is you're just gonna hit an underneath route, so you're gonna hit James or Coates. You can throw a streak if it's open. I don't know why I never have any time in the pocket, but this is probably why Ben Roethlisberger wants to retire. Yeah, so that's basically all you gotta do. Just hit the open underneath. Pretty simple. Alright, so next one is wide receiver something. I guess joking some of these ones was the wrong thing to do. Wide receiver under. So, now I'm not sure how good this play is. Alright, so I didn't have a setup when I was really looking at this play. You can bench that, so that now you have a bench right there. So that's something you can do. You can leave that halfback route in because it's an option route. So halfback option routes make the good read pretty much most of the time. You do got a post, so that's cool. And drag. There's a lot of things you can do there. It's just I'm not sure of a concrete setup for it. So just mess around with that one for yourselves. See what you can find. Okay, so the next one is PA Power O. Pretty bad at running it with the QB because it's not a true slide. But you can get something open. I like throwing that post. That post gets open deep. I'll do it again. Alright, so now for the tight end route. He dropped it, but you see how open that was. In the book, in this particular formation in the Steelers book, I left it in there. A bunch of these plays that look unique, but I couldn't figure out, like halfback trail. It looks good, but I can't think of a concept for it. A lot of these, PAY drag is another one, and that shot that was the audible is another one. Same with the runs. I don't need to teach you the runs. All the runs are pretty effective. Bunch base is the next one we're gonna look at. Let's see, PAY drive or PA drive. All right, so the next play is pretty simple. Just gonna hit something open. Couldn't get his feet in bounds. Yeah, that's all there is to that one. Just hit the open guy. Quick pitch. Quick pitch is pretty fun. It's not effective as things used to be, but that's still pretty good run right there, isn't it? Drive Texas. This is a cool audible. So it's an all cross, pretty simple. You just hit the all cross. Try and sub out that fullback though, because he will drop passes for you. Like, let's not even pretend like you can catch it. So this next one, PA end around. This is a good one for mobile QBs. Yeah. So I don't know what happened there, but that was a weird play. Yeah, you're usually gonna run it with the QB, so make sure you have someone faster than Big Ben. So if you run a pocket QB most of the time, pick up out of position Braxton Miller. He will be able to do all these things that your Big Ben can't. So counter strong. So you're gonna hit the underneath route. It's either gonna be Brown or Nix. Oh, and I was not looking at the reads because I thought Brown was B. Okay, so Brown's X. Yeah. Yeah, so hit the underneath route. Just try and make your reads. Single back Pittsburgh doubles. Like a tongue twister. Alright, that's the next one. Steelers shot. So the thing I like to do is in this tight end, and then just hit your open guy. That route acts like kind of like a C route without the C. So I'd always look at that in a different situation. Got a rocket catch right there, but that doesn't happen like 100% of the time. Here's us leaving it blocked. And then using playmaker. Alright, slot cross. Alright, so slot cross is under single back Pittsburgh doubles. Slot cross. Alright, so you block the halfback, drag the tight end, and look at either Coates or Green, and if they're not open, try and hit Brown before he gets to the hash. And that's basically your reads. Pretty simple. It's not something you're going to call a lot, though, because it's not consistent. Inside cross is the next one. I like inside cross. It's just a good concept. So you got those. I don't have time in the pocket, but I never do, so I'm used to that. So you're going to hit one of these drags, or you're going to hit the post if the Rams ever let me throw it. Let's Stupid goal line plays and stuff. Alright, so. Oh my god. There's no time in the pocket. Alright, come on, Rams. Let me show it once. Like, goddamn. You know, just because the Rams are not letting me show you this play, it does work. Trust me. Wow, it's just like, they don't want me to use this play. I feel like it's a challenge to keep using it till they give me a chance. Alright, come on, Rams. Give me this one goddamn play. Alright, so let's block the halfback, try and do that. Alright, finally. That's what's gonna happen most of the time, because you should have time in the pocket. I don't know what the Rams were just doing right there. That was kind of annoying. Okay, so slot pot on post. Slot post is the next one. Where is that at? Yeah, right here. Pittsburgh slot post. So the post gets behind the linebackers pretty well because the drag's gonna usually take them down. But so the drag and the post are what you're gonna look at. You can look at the coats route, but I wouldn't recommend it. So just look at drag, post, and then the check down. I didn't get that catch, but you see what I mean? Just look at that drag and then look at the post. Pretty easy. Not really many setups. Let's look at that coats route real quick. So it's a decent route. Next one is called Stealer. Where's it at? Oh, my back. Alright, PA Stealer. This is a lot like that other one I showed you earlier, except the brown route isn't a C, it's now a post, or like an outpost or whatever. So just hit something. That post is gonna get open. If nothing is open, you can usually throw that and try and get the Hail Mary kind of play. So I like that post. It's a good post. Let's see what the audibles are. So PA Steelers is actually one of the audibles. This halfback dive is actually really good. So I recommend this halfback dive over some other ones. Yeah. Big Ben with the inaccuracy. Alright, so we're going to look at iForm Pro Twins next. This is the probably the best or second best iForm Pro twins. The only reason I don't like it as much is because it has halfback dive instead of halfback ISO. This works just as well, but I mean, ISO gives you the option between the left gap and the right gap. This one is really mainly left gap, but it's a decent one. And then Power O is our audible. I like to flip it like that, motion your receiver, and snap it before he gets to the tackle. In online games, that could be really deadly because what happens is that most people are using the linebacker that this coats route's going to take. So when you motion him like this, he goes and takes the linebacker instead of that corner. So you could get a good gain. Fullback dive is the next one. Same. I don't really need to show you fullback dive. I'm sure we all know how good that play is. The ISO counter or whatever is pretty decent. Toss is something you should run every once in a while. Stretch is there. It's not good. Stretch isn't even in this one. Yet another one that Madden Focus lied to me about. Okay, so PA Power O. So this is a good one. What you do is you're gonna motion Brown, streak him, let him get set to the right side, and then now you have a flood. So just run the flood, pretty easy. Alright, so next one is the screen. So halfback slip screen. That's pretty good. Draw shot is my favorite play in Madden. Just like this year, this is my favorite play. So I like to streak Brown. I swing Nix, and then you're gonna look at the green route and the Nix route. So if look at the coverage. This looks like cover 2. So the guy above Coates, you're watching him. If he goes down to the Knicks route, the green route will be open. And if he goes to the green route, the Knicks route will be open. If both are somehow covered, the Coates route will be open. And this is probably one of the biggest money plays there is. So that's pretty nice. I like it. I hope it stays next year because it gives me some familiarity instead of having to break down every book again. Hehe. Okay, so sale. Sale's the last one. Steal or sell. Swing the fullback left. Or just swing the halfback, of course. And then run your flood. iForm Pro. Alright, so iForm Pro. Pretty simple. So the runs are, you got ISO. So I like running ISO about 10 to 15 times a game. Just because it's if you want to establish the smash mouth of it, just run it, and usually eventually you'll get the home run, especially if they don't commit to it. If they're nickel, this run's gonna be great. All right, so let's look at the audibles. So you got halfback angle. This is one thing you can do. No, actually, it's this one. So do that. And if I ever get blocking, I can show you how good these plays can be. Alright, so this is the flood concept of it. Man, the Rams are just like on fire. I'm not allowed to show you any of these plays. Alright, so yeah, this is PA Scissor. You don't have to audible, or you don't have to make any adjustments. Just run it as is. You got Texas, so maybe block the fullback so you get some time. Yeah. And then hit the tight end or the fullback. Let's see. That's pretty good. Never come out in ISO never come out in ISO, Scissor, or the Texas because they're all audibles. So here's one I would probably come out in is this draw shot. Now it's not as good as the other draw shot we just saw, but it's still a draw shot. So the other thing you can do with this draw shot is make the same adjustment, but now slant green, and now you have both of them covered. Don't you hate that? Alright, so let's try that again. Marcel Reese, Max Strong, and Ozzie Newsome and Jared Cook are the best people to have at fullback when you're in this kind of play. They all have decent trucking and decent catching. iForm Pro Twins, or no, iForm Pro. It's the next one. Wide receiver in. It's basically just an inside cross, but it looks different. So pretty easy. Just run it like a cross, still cross, even though it looks different. iForm Pro Twins Tight. I think that's what it's called, right? Or iForm Tight Pair. All these runs are great. I don't really need to show you them because they're all just decent runs. This fullback halfback dive, or wrong one. Fullback dive is pretty good, but the one I wanted to show you was this other one. Where'd it go? Fake fullback dive, halfback flip. There's no reason this play is so good in the goal line, but it is. So just keep that in mind when you're in the goal line if you want to try and surprise them. So strong close is the next one we're gonna look at. Alright, let's see. Mesh. Gives you a good mesh. Pretty simple. I'm sure you all can run a mesh. You got two drags and then a corner. Okay, so strong close. Where's the next one? Quick toss. So the toss isn't as good as I would like it to be, but if you can run it in the right situation, it can be pretty good. Boom. So that's one thing you can do. Alright, so we're going to look at trail. Trail from the strong close. Okay, so what did I write down in the book? I said keep stock, so that means you're gonna look at the all. You're gonna look at the that flat, and then the slant in the Texas. Streak the fullback is version 2, and then motion the far right receiver and get the delayed slant. Pretty easy. Alright, we're gonna look at weak pro. Yet another QB run we can't do. So weak pro is PA fullback slide. So the problem with this play, or using the Steelers for this, is you need a running QB. So we'll try it. I'm doing the pocket passer version. So at the right, don't touch anything as you're fake handing it off, but then hit the scramble button as soon as you're done with that break to get a speed burst with the QB. But since we have a non-scrambling QB, just don't scramble, and then try and hit the open guy. At fullback wheel. A lot of plays in strong close. But no, actually I'm in a weak. At fullback wheel, where's that at? Alright, PA fullback wheel. I said, alright, so swing this, swing your fullback, and run it like the draw shot. So, man, the Rams are just crazy. How low is like the Steelers line? Just no time. Alright, so yeah, that's why you run it. Very easy. Misdirect. Alright, so where are we at? Misdirect. Alright, PA misdirect. So we're either going to motion out the halfback or the fullback, and if we motion them, so we're going to do that, or I guess I can't. Yeah, you're going to out route the fullback or the halfback and try and hit the under route. Out route. I'm just changing it in the actual playbook real quick. Okay, yeah, one of the audibles is Power O. It's not very good because it gives it away every time, but it's one of the Power O's. So, if you need that as a one-time play, that's something you can go do. So, you also have this PA Power O. So you can try and trick them, but this is just a average flood. So next one is in pistol Y trips. Pistol Y trips. So I've shown you smash before, obviously. So just look at the smash to corner, or the hitch corner. That's the smash. Pretty easy. If you see nickel 2 blitz, I come out in this because of that green route. Because if it's nickel 2, you just do that. You high point it to green, and usually gets behind the nickel 2 blitz pretty well. Alright, so screen. Now we're still in pistol Y trips. We're gonna look at wide receiver screen. That's a good one. 2 blockers is always what you want. So let's see if we can get it this time. No. So the problem with these ones is you have to be willing to audible out if you don't think you have it. See how I'm not getting the blocking at all because he's pressed? I might get it here because he's off. Yeah, so if they're pressing you, you might have to audible out of it. You have a shot play right here. Yeah, that's something you're just gonna run maybe once a game if you run it at all. The verts here isn't that bad because you have the block and release right there. If no one's in the flats covering, you have a really good block and release. And then for the stick, what you're gonna do is you have to put him on a route first, and then you can motion him left, and then you're gonna slant him, and now you have an empty stick. And I love empty stick plays because they do pretty well. Okay, so pistol Y trips. Now we're gonna look at, where is it in here? Y trail. All right, so this is one play you're gonna run. You're almost always gonna look at the slant to the Texas, but if you were in goal line, so let's look at this as a goal line play. You're gonna fade that far right receiver, and then high point pass it and hope you get it. It's not a very successful play to anyone under 6'5". But look how you got it that time. It's something you can just run every once in a while. Alright, so the next one is, let's see. Oh, my back. Okay, where is it at? Oh, PA read. Okay, back to the middle of the field so we can actually run this right. Right. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to motion the left wide receiver right. Wait, what? I think I have that wrong. Yeah, because I can't. I guess I can't motion him. Alright, let's take away that. Drag left wide receiver. Alright, so what you're going to do is this. Just hit the open guy. The wheel is a shot play, so only run that every so often. But it does get open pretty nicely. Yeah, just no time in the pocket. Alright, so one more try. Yeah, the Rams are just so good right now. Crazy. Okay, so that tight end route, that's something that can beat the nickel 2 blitz. You just gotta try and get it to him. So yeah, that's what you're gonna do if it's nickel 2 blitz. You're gonna streak him, just try and high point pass it to him, like that. Usually in a nickel 2, there's not gonna be a guy on him at all. There might be a guy in the vicinity. That's why you're doing the high point pass. So just keep that in mind. So drive is the next one. We're gonna look at drive, slot drive. Alright, so this is just another one where you're gonna look at the end to the drag to the end to the check down. But if it's cover 2, it's drag to the end to the post. So I made the correct read, but that player made the correct read. So yeah, just take what you can get. This isn't a big play. So, man, the line play is just horrible. What is with the line? I can't show you these plays because it's not letting me. Okay, so let's try that again. Right. But yeah, make sure you invest in a line then. And don't pick up any Steelers linemen except maybe that Pouncey, because look how awful this is. Alright, so yeah, just make sure you make the correct read and try not to get sacked, because I keep getting sacked. Alright, so now we're going to finally be in gun. So we're going to look at the stack week. The only reason I'm showing the stack play is to highlight offset runs. So this inside zone offset is actually going to run better than the majority of your gun runs, just because it's an offset run. There's really no other reason for it being that good. Alright, so we're going to look at gun bunch week. First play is PA post. It's actually an audible, so just keep that in mind. You're going to drag your tight end. You're going to motion out the receiver and snap him when he gets the numbers. That way you get this delayed route, and then you're going to hit either the deep post right there, or you're going to hit, well, any of those routes are actually going to be open at some point. So now if we're through the post, let's try throwing the drag. And if I ever have time in the pocket, I will show you how to throw the drag. Okay, so yeah, you just throw the drag and try and get up your field. You got a C route, that'll get open pretty well. Yeah, so throw the C route if it's open. Don't throw it into the guy's stomach like I just did. And also hope you get some line plays so you can actually do these plays. Alright, so pretty simple. That's probably one of my favorite plays in the book. So you're gonna, next one's gonna be verts, max protect, out route that player, and then motion snap this card. And now you're gonna throw it to either the tight end or the delayed wheel. Both of those get you some pretty good yardage. The stick I'm only mentioning because it's a unique one to the gun bunch week. So the, what's his name, coats in green are gonna be what you're looking at. Because the coats route will get a quick break to the corner, and the green route gets a quick flat. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now, let's see. Alright, gun bunch week. Spacing in this one? Yeah, spacing. So spacing is a goal line play. We'll show you it in the goal line. Alright, so goal line. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna try and hit the open stick route. So it's gonna be Coates, Rogers, or Green. So I threw a bad play. If it's reads are supposed to be, you're gonna look at Coates, then Green, then Rogers, then run it with your QB. So that's basically all the reads are. The other thing you can do is motion out Coates, fade him, and either throw the fade or throw the tight end. Pretty easy, simple. Let's see, the next one is trail. DB trail. There we are. Alright, so DB trail, we're going to first go ahead and alright, so this is a all cross play. You're gonna hit the open all cross play. So one thing you can do is you can motion this guy over, hitch him, and then do that, and try and hit the deep crosser. The reason we're hitching that player over there is if the green route gets deep enough, that hitch route takes away the cover 3 zone, causing this to be not necessarily a one play touchdown, but a big play. Also, you might need the time to throw it like that. Okay, that was a bad read by me. I'm gonna just say it right now, I'm not the best player at Madden, but this computer is kind of BS right now. So, oh my god. No time in the pocket to even show this play. Okay, so let me show the play, Madden. Come on. Alright, so yeah, try and hit the open crosser and try to throw it before you get sacked. And I'm going to continue bashing the Steelers line until they let me freaking show you the plays. Okay, so next one's going to be still in Gun Bunch Week. We're going to do mesh. Where's that at? Yeah, mesh. Block halfback. And then streak tight end. Or streak this middle receiver. He's not that tight end, it's Rogers. So that makes it a flood. You can always leave mesh alone and run it as the mesh. I'd still block the halfback because of the terrible timing. That you have that corner that's always going to be there. Gun empty tray is going to be our next formation. So let's look at gun empty tray. We're going to look at, where's it at? Oh man, it's not in here either. Man, madden focus is really throwing me off. Okay, so we're gonna look at the screenplay. The cool thing about this is you got 3 blockers on the screen. So now, if you throw the screen and you have a pretty good chance to get a good gain. If the screen is not there, you can blind throw the Rogers route and have a good chance of getting it. So screen was open. Problem was the blocking. So let's try that again. Yeah, so yeah, let's run it one more time and see if I get the blind throw. All right, so the blind throw is like that. Just try and make it to the corner. Pretty simple. I run that a few times a game. Alright, so next one is going to be slot drive. Or not slot drive, whoops. Okay. Alright, so slot drive. Alrighty. Or not slot drive. That was the problem I just made. Next one is actually going to be... Did Madden Focus mess me up again? Dang it. I love Madden Focus, but god damn it. It's the second time. Alright, so next one's going to be Flood, the Strong Flood. So what we're going to do first is just run it as a Flood. And, you know, as a player, you should always be wondering, what can I do to make this play better? So I like to do this. So I slant him, and then I motion snap him, and then throw the slant. So that was the most inaccurate pass I've ever seen Big Ben do. But I'm sure you can see what I'm trying to do. Did I just get a penalty? Interesting. Alright, so yeah, motion snap it so you get the delayed snap. And yeah, try and hit something. Through the uprights because Big Ben's inaccuracy is like a kicker today. But yeah, so always look to make a play better. Because concepts will always work. That's why I'm trying to show all these ebooks. I use concepts to do them. Because concepts will work year to year. What your job is to make your reads and try and make the play better. So the next one is going to be under empty Steeler. Next, it's going to be Steelers cross. It's actually one of the audibles. So you get a crosser plus a bunch of verts. So let's try hitching Coates to try and bait him for the brown route. No blocking again, but if you see the brown route actually got wide open. Alright, so let's try this a few more times, try and get that brown route, because I'm trying to show you why you should hitch plays like this. So that way you can get that and the big play. Man, the blocking is so frustrating. Okay, so let's try that one more time. Alright, so look how that's basically a one-play touchdown. If you get the timing, if you don't get sacked, and if you get the accurate pass, which for some reason the Steelers aren't giving me, that is a good play. Alright, so screen, you can audible to this screen. It's really good. It's just like the other one. 3 blockers and a blind throw corner out. So, boop. Pretty simple. Alright, so halfback screen. Let's see. This is a good one. You got 3 blockers, and then since it flipped it, I guess it made the tight end the halfback, but yeah, so this is why you're going to throw this. I didn't have it that time, but you can always hope you get it. Oh my goodness, these Steelers are just failing me right now. I promise you this is a good playbook, but my goodness, the line play. Alright, so fake screen. Is fake screen on here? No. So we gotta go to it. Alright, so the fake screen is just cool. It's just something you're gonna run if you run that halfback screen a few times. Because they're gonna bite on it and then you can throw one of those verts. So that's basically what you're gonna do. We're gonna go to gun doubles next. So look at gun doubles. Halfback screens, the first one I have in the book. Run this once or twice a game. This is one of the better ones because this halfback screen has two ends. So if their user is really biting on the halfback screen, if they're a middle linebacker user or a safety user, one of the ends can get open quick. That's why you want to run that particular screen over some others. Inside zone is a pretty decent audible. It's nowhere near Madden 16 good, but it's still pretty good. Shot go, it's just a play action shot play. I should have thrown it to the tight end, obviously, but you know, I didn't want to just go with, oh look, if they're in goal line, throw it easy, because no one ever plays goal line like that. But yeah, sail is the next one. You just saw me right there. What I like to do is do anything you want with that Rogers right there in the slot. I usually in him, so just try and put him in the play because that hitch will not have him in the game. Alright, so draw is the next play in the book. The reason I put draw in here is because let's say I'm not gonna run it. I'm just gonna show you. Yeah, draw. The reason that's in here is the whole meta online right now is it's overload blitzes. So when you use a halfback draw, if you're facing an overload blitz or a max coverage, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have the time as the running back to see which side you have completely dominated. Since if it's a overload blitz to the left, clearly your line's not going to win over there. But if it's but if they're leaving the right side open, which a lot of players do, the running back's actually going to have a clear gain right to the right. So just keep that in mind. Angle smash is the next play. What you're going to do is you're going to streak the tight end, you're going to out the other wide receiver, then you're going to smart route that same wide receiver, and now you have a halfback circle play that's in the Patriots book only. This is one of my favorite plays because you have a concept that beats just about anything. So that streak will beat cover 2 blitzes. The Texas streak will beat the cover 2. That out route to the right beats cover 3. The end cover 4 to some extent. The Brown and the hitch to Rogers, hitch the corner to the left. Anyway, that's a pretty consistent read. So you have something you can run out of pretty much anything. So I usually read it right to left if I'm gonna do all the concepts. So I look at I look at the corner to the right, then the Texas, and then I usually look at whichever is open on the hitch to corner. So the problem is, of course, timing, because even though this play can beat really any coverage, a blitz will take it out pretty well. So that's just something to keep in mind. Under seams. So let's look at under seams. Under seams. Oh yeah, I'm still in gun doubles. Like, what kind of formation is that? It's called X unders in this book, but it's called under seam in every other book. So you're going to out route the halfback, and you're going to look at the halfback or the left wide receiver. Because all these other routes are clearing routes. So either the halfback or the left wide receiver is getting open. So if the halfback isn't open, you can almost blind throw the left wide receiver. So halfback's open, just throw the halfback, try and get your yards. Pretty easy. Let's try it one more time, see if we can blind throw the other player. Alright, so the next one's going to be under gun snugs. Oh man, Alright, so gun snugs is let's see, gun snugs. Where's it at? Alright, there we are, gun snugs. So look at Steelers cross. We're gonna streak the far right receiver, and it's a levels concept with those two go into the right, and then you have a drag that'll kind of play as a decoy to maybe a user, and then you're just gonna hit the open player. Hope you don't fumble like that, because that's not what you want, but pretty simple. Bench is one of your audibles, thank goodness, because I love bench. So what I do with bench plays mostly is I streak. I turn one side of the bench into a flood, or I even turn it into an all cross. So let's see. Yeah. So yeah, just usually make one side of the bench, and then the other side an actual all cross kind of play. Or really anything you want. Just try and make it a concept that's not bench. So if they go into Mabel defense to do the bench defense, you can attack them over the middle. Stuff like that. That's the reason why you're going to do that. Okay, so the next one is Snugs. It's going to be PA Pit Cross. Versus the cover 2 blitz, that right there, that brown route is going to just destroy it. But yeah, usually you're only going to run this if you see they're running the cover 2 blitz a lot. I like to streak Rogers and then motion snap him out to get that delayed snap. And just hit the open slant, basically. That's just something you're going to keep in your mind when you're running against cover 2 blitz a lot. So let's do split close next. This is the formation that just about everyone runs. So I call this one is doubles in. So you're gonna motion motion your left halfback right. You're going to drag that halfback, and now you have a all cross. So it's a good all cross too. You can block the halfback if you think you're not gonna get time, which I don't think I am, and just try and hit the open player. So pretty simple. Screen. The screen's pretty decent in this one. The reason I don't run screens out of split close is because everyone expects that, so they always try to jump it. So I'd rather just not have it jumped. You know, pretty simple. All right, the spot. There's a spot route on here. I run the spot play like I run every other spot play. Like I showed you earlier. You're just going to streak that red route and make it a flood. Pretty easy. You can slant it and try and do it that way, but that hasn't really worked for me since like Madden 15, so I don't do that no more. The next one we're going to look at is, where's it at? Y trail. So Y trail is a good play. Because what you're gonna notice is how many other routes you got, basically. I like to throw that little Texas route to green. You can block this card, and now you have an all cross. So that was a good play by that linebacker. But what you're trying to do is just get away with some of this kind of stuff. So you can motion them over. So it's an all cross. It's a slowly developing all cross. So that will give you some problems, but it's a different enough looking all cross for you to run the same concept in the same formation, but it looks different enough. All right, so the audibles, slot curl sucks. Power row is decent run. PA slide. There's two ways to run that. So I like to slant this brown card right here, and just do that, and just hit the open all cross, because again it's an all cross. The other thing you can do is leave it stock. When you leave it stock, sometimes you can actually hit that the X route over there in the middle, but you might want to not precision pass, but touch pass, because it will get picked off pretty easily. There's another play I need to talk about in here that's really it's only in this book in Arizona. It's this halfback run or fullback run using a tight end. If you're using Ozzie Newsome or Gronkowski or Shockey, you're gonna get a really good run. So this green, it works okay because of pure speed, but yeah, that's just something you're gonna keep in mind. All right, so the next one is going to be Y corner. So Y corner is simple. Just you're gonna run it as a Y corner. Pretty easy. You got the post, you got the C, you got the flat, and then you got the streak. They're all pretty good. Alright, so next one is out of spread Y slot. You got this halfback power. I like this halfback power as like a one-time run play. Because sometimes it does good blocking, but the problem is it's such an obvious run. Even if you use this PAYN as a decoy, it's still pretty obvious. So let's look at this other one. You got inside cross as one of your audibles. So streak your far right receiver, block your halfback, in your far left receiver, and just hit the open guy. Hopefully they're not cross-manning because that will take that away. Alright, so the next one we're going to do is the... let's look at it. Alright, so the smash. What I like to do with these double-sided smashes is double in both wide receivers to one side. And then just try and hit something open. Alright, so that's pretty easy. I run that with a lot of things. So spread Y slot. Let's look at shallow Y cross right here. Alright, so block your halfback and then just trying to get something. So usually you're going to get that drag, but if they're cross-manning, you're not going to. That kind of thing. So, next one we're going to look at is gun tight double zone, which is one of my favorite formations out of the New England book. This and the New England book are very similar, except for some other formation differences. So what we're going to do in this one, wide receiver fork, which is going to be the one you're going to come out the most probably. You're going to drag that brown route, and then you're going to run it like this. You're going to throw it to the brown route because the downfield blocking can actually work with that tight end corner. Then you'll get a pretty decent run. So another thing you can do is if they're aggressive using that halfback or that linebacker right above my left tackle, what you're going to do is you're going to streak brown, and then you're going to try and throw that circly route. See, now that was a bad throw by Big Ben and a great play by that linebacker, but if it's a user, most of the time they're going to take the brown route or they're going to go after the corner or post. So they're going to leave that mid open, pretty open. Now, I'm not allowed to throw that route, apparently. The Rams have said, no, you're not allowed to throw that route. But yeah, you're just going to throw that route if that's aggressive user. If you see cover 3, look at the drag to the corner. So that's cover 3. Pretty easy. If you see cover 2, look at the corner to the post. This is cover 3 again. So let's try it one more time, see if a cover 2 pops up. Alright, there's a cover 3 blitz, I believe. So, yeah, just make your reads. If it's cover 2, you're going to get a good... oh, yay, we finally got a cover 2. Alright, so I'm going to throw the post. Yeah, so yeah, you get the post open versus cover 2. Alright, so the next one we're going to look at is shot fade cross. We're going to swing the halfback and run it like the draw shot. Pretty easy. It's not going to work every time, so don't trust it. You can also do it this way. Most of the time, I run with the QB if nothing's there because that means they're usually max coverage for a lot of these plays. That wheel that I'm trying to throw, but the line won't let me, is a good shot play. So I didn't get it, but you know, it's just a shot play. So flood drive is some change of pace play. Run it every so often. Uh, just try to throw things in there so they don't try and cover that wide receiver fork every time. So now we're gonna do bench again. Same as the other bench. Do something to the bench, one side of the bench to try and make it look different. All right, so now cross wheel. Now cross wheel, just like I said in the Patriots breakdown, it does not work for me, but I'm sure it works for someone else. So I'm going to show you the setup. You max protect, you drag your tight end, you streak Brown, and then you slant your Rodgers and then motion snap them. And then you just try to hit the open player. Motion slants are a really good thing to use in really any play because a lot of the time they will get open. They just are delayed. So next one's gun halfback Y trip or gun halfback weak. Where is that at? Trips halfback weak. All right, there it is. All right, Pitts Z streak. All right, so you got a clear out route with the Rodgers. Let's see if we can use this Brown. No. So let's do 3 clear out routes. And now we have a lot of open room for this underneath route. That's basically the whole basis for that play. You have stick, so you can leave stick alone and just run it like a stick. I love that halfback route because it's quick. But you can also motion the halfback out and make it an empty stick like I do all the other sticks. So yeah, let's make it a halfback empty stick. Didn't get it that time, but you know what you see what I'm trying to do. It's an empty stick. You just try and throw it. Okay, halfback weak. Next one's going to be, where's that at? Pitts Z. Man, it's like I'm speaking German. Pitts Z Zig or something like that. Alright, so the option route, that's what you're gonna want to watch. That Rodgers option route. I have problems throwing these things, but if you guys can work on the timing for them, they can be pretty deadly for you. Because most of the time, the timing route can actually read the defense pretty well. Alright, so let's leave that alone. Yeah, just try and throw that route. Wing trio. Let's see, where's that at? Alright, so wing trio. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna swing this player. Try and hit the play. It's similar to the draw shot, so just make sure you get that play going. Alright, so pretty simple. These next ones are all... The next plays in the book are all pretty self-explanatory, so this has been Tim from Madden University. Have a good game and subscribe.